Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Express and Star reporter Joe Edwards. Joe, we're talking about Ruben Neves today. Ruben Neves, 15 million quid, or a little bit more than 15 million quid in the summer. Superb on Saturday, as he has been all season. It's looking like a bit of a bargain, which is silly to say, 50 million quid in the Championship, but it is looking like a fantastic deal for Wolves.
Yeah, worth the money. He's been fantastic for Wolves this season. On Saturday, he actually went down to Molineux and saw the game. He's just an air of composure. You know, he's just so composed on the ball. There's not an air of hesitation about everything he does. You give him the ball, 2 or 3 players around him, and he'll just pass it off.
Yeah.
He'll make something happen. He's too good for the Championship, quite frankly, as a few of the players are in the Wolves squad. But he's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
I think he's like 11 days older than me.
both accomplished similar things in your careers.
Yeah, well, I'm playing for Churchill Rovers on a Sunday morning, and
decent team.
One win in the league all season. But yeah,
and you weren't available.
I did play.
Fair play.
But he's a fantastic player. He's 20 years old, such massive potential. And you look at the kind of fees that players are commanding these days. I mean, look at the likes of the Premier League. Spurs, I think, signed Mohamed Sissoko for 30 million, around that mark. Danny Drinkwater went to Chelsea for about 25-30 million pounds. And for me, at this stage, Neves is as good as those players.
Yes, absolutely. And he's 20 years old.
He's 20 years old, and I know it's the Championship, and I know it's not, he's not playing against top calibre teams week in, week out. But for me, he's at the level of those players, and he has the potential to really surpass those players. So I think Wolves are in a fantastic position. You know, obviously the aim is to go up, and if they do, when they go up, and then he can carry on in that form. Yeah. I think that the ball is really firmly in their court in terms of clubs coming in terms of showing interest. I think they can command a massive fee.
Huge fee. And like you say, 20 years old, he's going to be back in the public eye when he's in the Premier League, so a lot more clubs will be looking at him. All the games will be televised, of course, throughout, all around the world. And then you've got the potential of the World Cup, and whether he goes or not. But if he does, again, another platform for him to see what he can do. Yeah,
you wonder whether this World Cup might be a bit soon. You look at the players around in that Portugal midfield. There's Carvalho and João Mario, who's just gone to West Ham. For me, he's probably as good as those.
Yeah.
I mean, those players have proven themselves at a higher level, but he probably is as good. You do wonder whether it is a bit too soon. But if he doesn't become a Portugal regular over the next decade, then something's gone seriously wrong. If he's in the Champions League regular over the next decade, something's gone seriously wrong, because he's such a talented footballer. It might sound like we get a bit carried away, but he really is the real deal. And for me, he's one of the best players that Wolves have had in my lifetime. He's such a talented player. He looks the part, and he plays the part as well. Some players like him can be a bit style over substance, like we saw with the likes of Teixeira last year and things like that. But he walks a walk and he backs it up.
How much do you think then? Let's say in 2 years' time, let's say they've gone to the Premier League, they've had a great season, then they play again, they have one more season, they're in Europe. How much is he worth? Because he's going to get interest. I mean, that goes without saying. Even before they kicked a ball in the Premier League, fingers crossed next season, I assume there's going to be rumours all the way for some of Wolves' best players.
I'd go a minimum of 40 million.
Yes, 40 million quid. I'd
go a minimum of 40 million, and that might seem like astronomical, but you do look at the fees paid for young players these days. He's 20 years old. Yeah. He does have Champions League experience to his name. He's played for Portugal. He'll probably likely have a title winner next to his name on his CV come the summer. So it maybe not this summer he'd be worth 40 million, but if he carries on in the Premier League and it comes to next January or the summer after, I think 40 million, yeah, definitely.
Hopefully we'll see Ruben Neves in a Wolves shirt for a long time to come. For all the latest news, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.